Hello, my filthy darlings. It is I, everybody's dream ghoul, Calla, DeKay, and tonight I've come to you with a channel first. So usually when I do these videos, it's either for a new look I've just come up with, or have just finally gotten stuff together for. Well, tonight, it's going to be an update to an existing look. In this case, the very first entry to the Necro-Dragnicon, the Nightmare Nurse. So, if you're asking why this is necessary to do a video for, well, it's a couple different reasons here. Of course, first off is showing off, permanent skills from when I first conceived of this and first executed it. Second, though, is that lovely blonde wig that I painstakingly stained and styled is falling apart. And it was a hand-me-down from my ex, and it was kind of cheap to begin with, so not too disappointed in that fact, but yeah, it's just not in the best condition anymore. Been put through hard use, and it was actually very amateurishly styled, so it's, I think I did more damage to it than I needed to in the process. So it now looks lovingly down on us in the dining room from a wig head on top of the bookcase out there. So yeah, lovely thing to see when you're coming over for dinner. But also, in addition to that, I had wanted to show up in character to Pride this year. And, for those of you who aren't from Fort Wayne, we do our Pride in July, right at the end of the month, when it's hotter than hell out, and I did not want an extra layer of that fucking bodysuit. So I want to do something with flesh tone, so I had to update things for that, too. And I'm really proud of the way things came out, really happy with it, and wanted to show that off. And yeah, sure, I did sweat all the way through the damn dress and everything like that, but I did have a great time, got a lot of great reactions out of people. I'm excited to share that with you tonight. So, let's go with this Nightmare Nurse version 3. So for this look, I started off with my LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment, just a little stripe on the forehead, nose, and cheekbones. I wanted those areas to be a little bit paler than the rest of my face. And of course, the rest of my face, I'm using my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. And as you can see where the two foundations are mixed, it is a little paler than the rest of the flesh, which is exactly what I was going for. Just a few extra pale areas to make this look somewhat more ghastly than it would be otherwise. And I'm, of course, using my NYX Pro Contour palette for all my contour needs, as this is a flesh tone look. So as you can see, I went for a really defined contour on my cheekbones this time, and actually went ahead and used the butcher knife I keep laying around in my room just for, well, no reason. I kid, there's actually a very good reason I have it. It actually was painstakingly dulled. It was my original prop when I came up with the routine that uses this very look. So, as I always do when it comes to this look, I have a lot of fun doing the eyeshadow. So, my technique is, of course, using various shades of red, starting very light and adding darker and darker as I go over the top, to give the skin around my eyes a very inflamed and infected look. And as usual when it comes to reds, I'm using my warm NYX palette. Stuff really just holds well, it looks great, and it's got a lot of options in there, so it never lets me down when it comes to this. The lashes, once again, are the Wispies from Ardell. They're the same kind of lashes I've used the entire time I've been doing this specific look, and they always look great with this. Since my matte Maybelline broke, I had to use my liquid catsuit, which is a lot shinier than I usually use, but it does the job just as well this time. And in another channel, what, 1000th now? I'm once again using my Neko Yanin Kitsune water activated eyeliner to do not only my eyes, but also the various scars and stitches that go across my face as part of this look. And if I've said it once, I'll say it again. This is one of my favorite parts of this, or really any look, is when I can really just get creative and weird with it. In this case, yes, I do use a very similar layout for the main design every time, but just going in and adding all the little details and all the little stitch marks and whatnot is just so much fun for me, and I really need to find ways to incorporate more of this same kind of motif or attitude into other looks down the line. I really do. So here's where we see the rest of the changes to the look. Most notable, of course, is the black bob wig, which you've seen before on this channel, and you will probably see again a couple other times, at least until it starts to meet the same fate as the blonde one I was using for this previously. I've also added cockroaches glued directly to the dress, the apron, and the gloves. And swapped out the contacts from the stitched mummy lenses to one white eye and one white mesh eye, which really I think ups the creepy game here. Also of note is the parasol, which I have showcased on Instagram. That was used as part of Pride and it got a lot of great reactions, so I figured since I wore this and carried that around, I might as well show it off together here again. Anyways, very happy with all this, and I hope you are too. But anyways, my creepy darlings, it's time for me to sign off, so I will be seeing you in the next video, but goodbye for now.